Hey all, how we doing? Welcome back to another Northern Michigan adventure, baby! You know what I'm saying? Right off the get-go, what do we got going on here, guys? You know how these go. We're just going to look at some old, rare pictures. We're going to comment on what we see, and that's that. And that's that. We got some guys smoking some long pipes all around the table. Apparently, they all did it, interestingly enough, it looks like. Most of them, not all of them, I guess, but the most interesting part is the mini George Washingtons. I mean, yeah, everybody looks like George Washington here. So, I'm calling these guys mini George Washingtons. This guy here, and this guy here. He must be the head of the mini George Washingtons, am I right? So, this looks like a meeting between little people who are in charge and head of their group and bigger people who are in charge. So, let's move along. Interesting. The Mormon Temple, Utah, America. I'm assuming it is not the curved one in the background. I don't know what that is exactly in the background. Interesting. I'd be interested in finding out what that is too, I guess. Somebody might even know. Somebody might live in Utah, and this thing's probably still there, I would hope. But the Mormon Temple, you know, apparently they needed to have a temple this large, just like many of the other religious organizations. You have to have a building that's way impossibly too big for your size. You've got to, mister! You guys know. So, there's the Mormon Temple, Utah, America. This is probably, I'm assuming a lot of these pictures are 1800s, late 1800s, so could be early 1900s. Yeah, the Mormon Temple, Utah, America. There it is. Looking like nobody's hanging out during these pictures, right? Like in tons of the other pictures, too. Utah, America. Mini George Washingtons. Apparently we're going to go left. Usually it goes right. Something messed up. Let's see what this is. Hippo style. I don't know. I don't know what this says. Principal, the hippo style. Entrance. The thing that matters to me is look at these guys. There's a guy. I mean, it's pixelated, but there's a guy down there in the middle, and there's a guy. Is that a guy, or is that part of the... part of the monument, maybe? Interesting. But look how big those blocks are. Absolutely huge. Look at the destruction that fell around this place, too. Look at those rocks. I mean, some of them were probably, obviously, from the surrounding building itself. But this place was obviously destroyed, and then these amazing towers did survive, however. So that's amazing. I love that. It's a great picture. Oops, I forgot we were going left. Look at this. What is this? I mean, okay, a couple things. The first thing that pops into my head is, holy cow, amazing architecture. Amazing detail. It's very ornate. Everything from the wall, where it's decorated in wood, I would assume, to the door, to the little chair thing he's reading on. It's a mosque of Sultan Barquaq? I don't know. It's a little pixelated. Anyways, interesting, this thing that this guy's sitting on. I'm sure I could look it up and find out what it is. I just don't understand. It looks like something like a bigger person would use. Not this guy. Even the book that he's reading is a giant book. And I'm sure you guys may have seen on other channels, or maybe even on the History Channel, or Ancient Aliens, or something like that, that they had these giant books and all sorts of giant things. So I think this might be like an old giant relic, basically, because a guy that was twice the size of that guy would sit on there a lot better, it looks like, and read that giant book a lot better, and carry the giant book around a lot better. Imagine going to school with 5 of those in your backpack. Man. But anyway, this place looks a little broken down too, like in the back here. You know, it's not in the prime of its life, so this is just like somebody else's old house that they like took over, basically, it looks like. Did they make this? I don't think so when they're not even repairing the little bit that's damaged, and then they even took a picture. Wouldn't you fix that before somebody was going to take a picture of it? For sure. But that wasn't the case. So, yeah, look at that up there. It's busted up here, too. Yep, nobody's really taking care of it. Pretty ornate, amazing stuff, though. I love that picture. Look at those giant blocks they built with. And they just filled all this in with wood. That's just like one big giant doorway, basically, guys. If you think about it, this is all filled in with wood. Crazy. Is this a light up here? That thing is awesome. I was going to touch on that and I forgot. Is that a light? I'm assuming it's a light. Like some kind of cool wicker chandelier. Oh, man. Keep busting me with the going right. Yeah, this is interesting, isn't it? The circumcision of the Negroes from Labat, I think. I mean, they have a procession and everything, man. I don't know why they were doing this, necessarily. I didn't look into it. But I thought, wow, what an amazing picture. Apparently, they were circumcision of the Negroes. They were just the Negroes were going to get circumcised, and it looks like it was going to take place on that table in front of everybody. Nah, I'm good, guys. I'm good. I'd be like, they'd be like, where'd DB go? Oh, man, I escaped from that village. They were talking about doing there. No thanks. Whoa, look at that hall of friggin' bones, man. Way in the back. Whoa. I mean, not to mention these poor souls right here. What were these guys doing standing up? Look at their faces. Pretty terrifying. Pretty disgusting. How do they get them to stand up like that? You know, I'm sure they're stiff or whatever. Wow, this guy looks crazy right here. Oh, man. He's way faded out. This guy right here looks like a little guy from Lord of the Rings or something, no doubt. Scary looking. This guy, too. That's a legit mummy from a movie I've seen before, I'm pretty sure. That's insane. You still see his eye? Nah, it's just, I guess, part of the screwed up picture. But what happened to these guys? Wow. Absolutely amazing, amazing picture there. Horrifying, really. What do we got? This guy got his boots on still? Huh. Naked with boots? I don't know. I have to do some research on that. I believe... Oh, it says at the bottom. 357 in the catacombs at Guanajuato. I don't know. Guanajuato? Something like that. Somebody who speaks better Spanish than I could figure that one out. And okay, so I did a short today, and in this short, at the bottom here says the stone sails at Guadalupe. It was a aerial map, an old aerial map of Guadalupe, taken from a balloon, I suppose, and it actually showed this ship. It was a ship, not just sails. It was a ship. It looked like a real ship, too, not a fake ship. Like stuck on the side of the hill. And that's what it looked like in this drawing. And I knew I had a picture of this somewhere, and here it is. It might have a bell on the top of it. Let's take a look. I don't know what that is. It looks like a bell. Oh, no, it doesn't. Maybe it's not a bell. Maybe it's a statue. Interesting. And this piece below it is part of the sail, and then so on and so forth. And those are like little wind marks. Those are kind of sweet. Actually zooms in kind of nice. Yeah, interesting. Was it a ship? Was it always was it always cement like this? Leave it down in the comments, guys. I want to know your opinions about it. I got some electrical wire running across there now, it looks like. City of Diu. Let's start at the fortress. Who am I kidding, right? Whoa. That's amazing depiction of the fortress. This too The bulwark of the sea. I think bulwark is like means defenses or something like that. So it says bulwark here and in a couple other places I saw. So I think that just is like means defenses. You guys can look it up and find out for sure. Tell me if I'm wrong. It's totally fine. All right. St. Paul's, Our Lady of the Holy Coast? Ghost? Boast? I don't know. I mean, I can read cursive, but it looks like a B or something to me. But then I'm trying to put it in context what it is, and they're on a coast, and you know. Or maybe they just spelled ghost really weird. I mean, a lot of the other spelling is, you know, the double S's, the S's here. Field Gate. Oh, St. Peter's Bulwark. The hospital. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And then what's this out front here? I don't know what this thing with the arrows is on it. But then you got their flags. The entrance looks like. Look at Fortress. This is what I was talking about, though. Fortre. And then they got this funny looking half F thing. It's just another S. I don't know why they did that. I'm sure there's a good reason for it. But once you know that, you can read like quite a bit of this stuff actually. So, the mosque. Is that how they spelled it? M-O-S... Oh, M-O-S-K? Must be. Anyways, let's move on to the next picture. That one's pretty cool. I like it. Whoa, look at that. It's a wall of cactus. Absolutely amazing. I've never seen anything like that in my life. Now, do you think that they did that on purpose? What's it say at the bottom there? Great Oregon cactus hedge. So these are Oregon cactus? And look, there's a regular wall here, and then it just goes, boop, right to the wall of cactus. How cool would that be? If they grew so tight, you had an impenetrable like wall of cactus. Amazing. I love it. Obviously, it was something to see. This guy stopped and took a picture with it. Huh, cool. Oh, I love this. It's a pretty destroyed, like the whole area is, but like look at the ground. It's seen better days. Then we look at this pagoda style building here. And the one little one to the left, but this one here in the center is awesome. Look how big it is. First off, there's people inside. And the roof is what's really cool to me. I don't know what it was made out of, but they put a lot of detail into it, and it's just beautiful. Even in this state. Look at the inside. I don't know how well you can see it, but so ornate and amazing looking. Even in the background, all that, so ornate and amazing looking. Everything used to be. What the hell happened? Everything got wiped out and then like never came back to its full glory or whatever. Stinks, you know. But yeah, absolutely amazing picture there. Wow. They don't build them like that no more now, do they? Same thing here. Amazing, ornate, crazy. The other crazy thing though is these guys holding this thing up. What is that about? Are those just are those real people? Like this guy here, he looks kind of pissed. This guy here looks really pissed actually. So are these just the servants of whoever is above them? Because like this thing here, what's this? This looks like part of it, but then these guys have to stand to the side, and then it looks like on the other side of these pillars, there's other people standing over there. Interesting. And look at this animal here. Kind of a human face, and then I don't know what the heck's going on with the rest of it. What about these animals under the table? Maybe some lion, tiger type creatures. They got so much detail in this picture. You could just look around for a min pin. But yeah, His Holy must go up there, His Holiness, whoever the heck that is in this time. Could it be the guy up on the wall over here with the big crown? Perhaps. Perhaps no. Artwork. all over those pillars. That's just amazing. And I wonder what material they're made out of, too. It looks like they're striped with 2 different types of material, you know? That would be really amazing to see in real life, I think. The Osborne! Here we got what looks like a stove, guys. This is like an insert. Like an old 1890 insert. It's got, looks like it has a couple handles on either side. It's got the little handle down there on the floor that you can use to probably adjust it or open the parts on it. So it looks like they sealed up the regular fireplace with some metal and then put this insert on the outside of it. I don't know if that's a better look. Is it supposed to be safer? Let me know if you guys know anything about those. Pretty cool. Oh man, plagued by the going right. Well, that's all the pictures I got today anyways, guys. I love you, and I'll see you next time for another Northern Michigan adventure.